solution fusion video. We're going to start doing educational stuff. So we're going to cover off AdWords. If you're a business using AdWords, this is a very handy tutorial which will go through and show you how to see your search terms and how to minimize your ads showing to people that they shouldn't show to. So an example is we have another business which sells chew necklaces. These are these little necklaces for kids that chew their clothes. We sell these online, and as you can see, our ad for chew necklaces, it shows here as a kid's chew necklace, which is great, but people might type in do it yourself, stuff like that, so we don't want our ad to show. So how do you stop that happening? So the best way is you go into your AdWords management console. So I'm hoping you've got access to this. I'm going to drill down, so I'm going to go to my chew necklaces campaign that I'm running, and as you can see, here's your standard AdWords, just like it usually is. But you've got a keywords tab, which most people don't realize is actually here. We pretty much build out the keywords you're going to bid on. And this is where most people pretty much stop. They build out their campaign in here, but they don't actually realize there's an option here to actually see the search terms your ad was showed for. So I click on this, I can actually go through and see exactly what people put into Google. Now this is handy because you can actually generate new ads from it, but it's also a benefit that you can actually start seeing ads that weren't related to the search term. So if we go through here and we start scrolling through it, I should find quite quickly a couple of ones that are pretty much wasting my money. So if I go through here, I sell chew necklaces, but I don't sell chewy tubes. And as you can see, it's cost me $1.10 in wasted ads. So pretty much I want to go through and just tick that one there. We go through a few more, I'll start seeing some more ones that probably don't relate to it as well. So as we scroll through, we sell navy pendants, that's okay. We go through, we might find some brand names that we don't want it to go to. Tiny Sind, not too sure what that is. I'll leave that there for the time being. As we scroll through a bit more, where are we going now? Kids Safe. Here we go. Here's a brand name. So we're talking about Arc Chew. That's not one of ours, so I'm going to tick that. Bee and Snail. I don't sell any of them. I definitely don't sell a bee and a snail, so I'm going to give that one. We don't sell a rattle. So as you can start seeing, I'm starting to go through, and they're only minor amounts, but this certainly adds up over time. So if I keep going through, I'll probably find a couple more. Chewy Gem is actually a competitor, so that's a brand. So if the person was searching this brand, odds are they're not searching for my necklace. They're actually searching for Chewy Gem. So I'm going to actually go through and say, don't show the ad. And as we go through a few more, let's see if we can find a couple more. As you can see, I've done this for a while. The trick is to do this once a week at least. If you do that, what will happen is your ads will actually be more effective. So you'll get better bang for your buck, and your ad score can actually increase, which will mean your cost can actually come down and your ads will last longer. So let's go through here. Coil, I don't have a coil. As you can see, what I'm doing, I'm pretty much just going through and finding ones that weren't anything to do with my necklaces. As you can see, I don't wholesale my necklaces, so I'm going to tick that one. So once you've gone through and you've got a lot of these ones, scroll all the way back up to the top, and you have an option up here to pretty much add as negative keyword. Now pretty much by doing this, you can actually say don't ever show my ads for this. So I click add a negative. The first thing it does is it puts an exact match. Now the unfortunate thing is if you do this, they have to exactly type this in every time for the ad not to show. What I generally do is I actually go through, and I know chewy tubes would never be anything to do with it. So I'm just going to say tubes, because if it's a tube, we don't sell tubes. If it's an arc, I'm going to say don't show off anything to do with arcs, because I don't sell arcs, and arc may be a brand. Bee and Snail, I'll pretty much just keep bee, get rid of the and get rid of that one there. So you can see I'm just doing broads on here. I don't sell a rattle. But you can see if I used Google's default, it would have actually done exact matches, which would have meant it would have been they would have had to exactly type this in. There could have been nothing either side of it. It would have had to be exactly this. By doing this, I'm actually making them broad matches. So it can be chewy gems, it could be rattle, anything to do with rattles. Coil, anything related to that word coil, and wholesale, as you can see. So pretty much once I've done that, I then go save. And now it's actually added them into my negative keywords. And as you can see over time, I've been building out a big list of negative keywords. So by doing this, you should then, hopefully over the next week, start seeing that your ads become better, and you should actually get better coverage. That's pretty much it for the training. But yeah, anything you want to sort of know, flick us an email, and I'll be glad to answer any of your questions.